Alright guys, today's video is all about me telling you what I have in plans for 2023. This could be new things for content for YouTube that I'm thinking about. This could be things that I want to add into my collection that I've been thinking about. Changes in the game room, stuff like that. And a big thing that I'm thinking about doing in 2023 of another avenue of you guys to be able to support me. And I can actually support you this time and kind of get to know you guys even better by kind of having one-on-one time and talking about things if it works out. And there's a bunch of other things I'm thinking about which you guys will see in this video. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, so let's start off in the main arcade room that we have going on right now. Some of the changes that I'm looking forward to do in 2023 or some additions that I'm thinking about already. The first one that I want to add is Dragon's Lair from Arcade 1-Up. I want to kind of add it right here next to Tron. Dragon's Lair is a really good game that I want to add, and it's been received pretty well from the Arcade 1-Up community, so I want to definitely add Dragon's Lair. I'm just waiting for a bit of a sale on it before I actually get involved, but I do want to add Dragon's Lair. I think it'd be a great addition because, again, I usually like to add unique controls or unique things into the arcade since I don't have unlimited room, and that one having the unique idea of the fact that it has two screens on it and keeps scores and stuff kind of gives that unique presence of an arcade game that's kind of different from the rest of them. When people see it, they're like, hey, look at that machine. It has, you know, two screens on it kind of thing, one keeping score, so it kind of gives that uniqueness factor that I look forward to in the arcade. The next thing that I'm thinking about doing, and I actually have my NBA Jam currently for sale. So this NBA Jam is a modded NBA Jam that I have from Arcade 1-Up. I modded it with a 20-inch screen with a Dell monitor inside, so it has all that hooked up. It has modded buttons with light-up buttons and all that kind of stuff already on here as well. And it has a technically it has a PC inside, but I'm not selling it with the PC because I'll be using that. But it also has a RetroPie 4 inside, which is what I'll be selling it with, which has thousands of games on it. And the reason I'm thinking about selling it is for two reasons here. And my thought process is I kind of want to add a At Games Legends, I think, of a 4-player machine. So this is my main machine of the house when it comes to arcade gaming. It has thousands and thousands of game on it, and it's fantastic. It's from Rec Room Masters, but it is a 2-player machine, as you guys are looking at here. And I want to add a 4-player machine that I can play all my main games and all the PC games and stuff. And NBA Jam is currently that machine for me, but obviously NBA Jam is kind of a mock-up of Arcade 1-Up, so it doesn't have the full amount of space to be able to play 4 players as much as I would want to. So my idea is to get rid of this and either add a At Games Legends machine that has the quad play that they just came out with and kind of just add my PC that's in my NBA Jam into that machine. And that machine is much bigger. It's 48 inches wide, and I'll be able to kind of put it on this side of the room and kind of take up this spot here and have a giant 4-player machine right here next to my gun cab here. So that's kind of my idea. And then in replacement of this NBA Jam, kind of go back and add a full NBA Jam from Arcade 1-Up, maybe the Shaq one, even though I don't like the art, only because I kind of want the online play. But let me know in the comments, do you guys think the online play in NBA Jam is still active, or people still using it? Because obviously I removed mine from this NBA Jam a while ago when I did all these mods, so I might get the bigger version to kind of have that replacement. So that's kind of what I'm pondering. I'm also pondering if not getting the At Games Legends at all and getting a 4-player arcade machine down here and from someone else. But it would have to be a machine that would fit through my basement, so it's not easy. So I can't get like it would have to be something that I have to do the same thing I did with Rec Room Masters, where I can just kind of build it in this room and then put it up. I can't actually, you know, bring a giant, 40-inch screen down here all built in the arcade down the stairs that wouldn't fit through this door. So it would have to be something I would have to build down here if it came in pieces and stuff. So maybe not an At Games, but maybe something like that. I do want to add a full-scale 4-player machine in this room that has all the games from MAME and stuff to be able to play on it that's bigger than this NBA Jam. So this NBA Jam may be leaving at some point. So that's another thing that I'm pondering as well. The other thing that I wanted to get rid of here and make some more room for other things is the Patchy Slow machine. This is the Japanese slot machine that we have here. It is really fun, but unfortunately with the way that my room is set up and it just kind of being here, it's more of a collector's piece. It hasn't really been used. And even though I love the flashing lights on it and I love everything about how it looks and stuff, and I had a fun time using it, and kind of gets that wow factor from people, the fact that I can sell this for over $2,000 to the right person, because it's obviously rarer and it hasn't been around for a while and it comes from Japan and stuff, and for Marvel collectors and stuff, makes me want to sell it because I can put that over $2,000 into better use to get something that people will actually use in the game room. So I think this is something that will be leaving, and I actually have it for sale right now to gather interest on eBay and stuff for anybody local in New Jersey. Same thing with the NBA Jam. So have that on sale. This thing is really cool. Works like a dream, like it did when I first got it. And there's nothing wrong with it, but I just don't think it has a place here. One of the other things that I'm thinking about getting replacing this year, but this one's a big if, I don't know if I'm going to do this yet or not, is getting new theater seats. These theater seats have been awesome for me. I got these from Bob's when we first moved in. Nothing spectacular. It was just really, it was just nice movie theater seats for the price. The seat that I sit at the most, probably shouldn't be a surprise, is this one over here, and it's kind of gotten that leather issue all over the place, as you guys are seeing here. Really annoyed that happened, because I don't even sit here every single day or anything, but as you can see, that seat developed it. This seat has not developed it yet, but I'm sure it's not far behind, and I'm looking to possibly replace these with like Valencia theater seats that people talk about and stuff like that. But they are expensive, and I have to figure out if it's worth the investment, because these seats, obviously, even though it's a little bit damaged here in the corner of this seat, every other seat is fine. The seats still work. Everything still moves with the legs, and everything I have installed with the light LEDs on the cups all still work. The USB chargers there still work, and I do have the things installed underneath it. That's really awesome for the sub. So I have to see if it's worth the cost. So this is a big if, but it is something I'm thinking about for 2023. One of the other things that I'm thinking about that I definitely need in 2023, and this is more of a possibility than the movie theater seats, is a new computer. So I've had this Origin PC now for a little bit. I've had it for about 5 years. It has been awesome. It was my first Origin PC. First time I didn't actually buy a PC or make the PC myself, because all my other PCs around the house I've made myself, like the one next to it that I use for 3D gaming, and all the other PCs that I have in the house. But this one I decided to buy from Origin, and it's been fantastic. They are expensive, but it was well worth everything. Been great for 5 years, still running, no issues at all with the PC. I have a 3080 in it right now, which is not obsolete by any means, but the CPU in it is an 8700K, and it is showing its age. It's handicapping the 3800 a little bit, and I wanted to upgrade to the 4090 because I obviously do VR and stuff like that, and I want to get more into that. And a newer PC, I'm not going to get a 4090 or a 4080 while still rocking an 8700K. So I think it's time for me to build a new PC from scratch, get everything kind of up to date. That's kind of the shelf life I usually have with my main PC, is about 5 to 6 years, and we're at that time frame now. So this is something I want to work towards and see if I can get a brand new PC. The other thing I'm thinking about too is getting a whole entire new desk here, and this is something I'm pondering. I haven't decided if I'm going to do it yet or not. But this desk that I had here, I've had it here for a couple years, and it has been awesome. I haven't had any issues with it, as you guys are looking at here. But now that I work more from home, and my job is letting us work more from home, my main job, and I'm kind of down here more than I've ever been before. As you can see, this desk here has a couple of things that I need to change. Not only is it the desk itself, but I have this 48-inch OLED LG C1 TV that has been fantastic to use as a monitor, but does take up a lot of room, and I never wanted it to be this big, but obviously for the money, this was well worth the cost to get an HDR PC monitor with 120 hertz and all that kind of stuff, and with really good colors. Now they have the 42-inch, so I have this up for sale as well, and if you're around in New Jersey. And I'm selling this 48-inch to try and get the 42-inch instead, so it's a little bit better that fits on my desk. So that's one of the things I'm doing, is switching this out for a 42-inch, so it fits a little bit better on the desk. But the desk itself is just not big enough to even house everything, because even when I get that 42-inch screen, as you guys can see here, and I have the other 28-inch that I have here for my 3D and anything else that I want to do on a 28-inch, is I don't have a lot of room for other things when it comes to having a work setup. So I want an L-shaped desk, and yes, it's going to come out and kind of go out to like probably where the red carpet is, but that's fine. I don't think that's too much of an issue to have that sticking out like that in this area, but I need an L-shaped desk because I want to be able to have like my work area on the left-hand side where I have my work laptop and all my work stuff, so I'm kind of working on the left, and then when it's time to play games and I'm doing YouTube stuff, it's kind of on the right. And right now I don't really have a great area to kind of do my work from my regular job, so I'm kind of thinking about getting a Secret Labs desk. If you guys want to comment down below. I saw the Secret Labs. It is really expensive, which is why I'm still pondering it to see if it's worth it. and kind of get that disc or go somewhere else and look at them. So if you guys have your own opinions, because I know Secret Labs, I don't need the new one, the one that costs even more, that kind of goes up and down electronically. I don't really need all that. I just need the regular Magnus desk that they sell, where I can get like the regular desk that would be a little bit longer than this one, up to here, about 4 inches bigger, which is great, and then has the L-shaped thing on the side that you can add, which would be perfect. So I'm thinking about that, thinking about other desks, but I think this is something I need to do in 2023 as my job continues to let us work from home, and kind of seems like that may be like that forever, even if we end up going into the office a couple days every once in a while. But either way, I'll need a great setup at home, and I don't really have one right now. It's kind of annoying to move the keyboard out of the way and get things out of the way when I want to work, and then kind of put it back when I'm not working, and go back to gaming. So something else I'm thinking about. Something else that I want to continue to do, because I love 90s and 2000s collectibles, is of course keep growing my 90s collectible stuff, and you guys will be seeing more of that content on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and stuff that I do. But this is obviously my current setup when it comes to 90s collectibles and stuff like that, and I'm thinking about, you know, more stuff that I want to get. Even though there's a lot of stuff here, there are still more things that I want from the 90s and 2000s that I remember having as a kid from toys and stuff like that, that I want more of. So that I still need to get. So I want to continue to go ahead and collect more of that stuff. And this is my 90s, PC area and stuff. And going in the same grain as that, I also want to continue my venture of getting more retro video games out there when I can find them. I did do a pretty good job this year of getting some really big games on here that I really wanted. I kind of concentrated on these shelves right here. So on this shelf here, I got some really heavy hitters on the Dreamcast, like Heavy Metal and Canyon Spiker sitting back there, so I was able to get those. I have a lot of heavy hitters on the Dreamcast, so I think my Dreamcast is in a really good spot. GameCube, same thing. You know, this year I was able to get Disney Sports Basketball, the football one, Pokemon XD, Twilight Princess. You know, I got a lot of the staples on the GameCube as well, which is really, really awesome. I got Pokemon the trading card game on here, so that I was really happy with that. On the Nintendo DS, I was able to get some good ones like Donkey Kong Journey and Little Red Riding Hood Zombie, Metro Prime Hunters, Bomberman Land 2, Snowboarding SBK. So I got some really good ones on there. So I think that's in a really good place for the time being. PSP, I got some good ones too. I got Ratchet and Clank Trilogy. I got the Persona collection there. PSP's got some good ones in there. A lot of good games on there. And then I got some good ones on the Wii that I've had for a while, like Donkey Kong Kingdom and stuff like that, sitting in the corner, in the Metroid Prime Trilogy collection that I recently got. So I think this shelf is in a good place as far as the handheld systems and the games that I have on them. Of course, there'll always be more games if I see them, if I want them, but it's not my main concentration to build these out right now and get more games. So this area I also did this year, which is really good. I got the Sonic area set up on here. I made this my Sega Sonic area. So I got the Sonic shelf here in the beginning, with a lot of cool collectibles. This is my Genesis shelf. That's really cool that I got done. And then I still need to work on these two bottom shelves. So this is my Saturn and Sega CD shelf that I'm still working on with some stuff. And then this is my Dreamcast one that's almost done. I just need a couple more things there. So these shelves will hopefully be complete by the end of 2023 with a couple more collectibles that I want. And then I just need to go ahead and build out some more of my retro stuff. I do have some games that I want on the PS2 and the original Xbox still. And I do have some games that I want on these shelves to kind of build these out for the Super Nintendo and the N64 and the PlayStation. So just in general, I want to collect a little bit more retro video games this year as well. One of the other things that you guys may have seen that I've been doing more often is posting more shorts. And that's something that I will be doing here on YouTube. You guys will be seeing a lot more shorts from me, so hopefully you guys are enjoying that and you guys see more of that. And the reason for that is because I want to highlight some things that don't need like a 20-minute video on them. You know, I'll still be doing my regular videos just as often on YouTube, but there is some things that don't require a giant video. And if you guys are not following me on TikTok, make sure you follow me that as well, because I'm trying to grow my user base on TikTok as well as a platform, doing these short videos and also posting my YouTube shorts for all you guys. But there's obviously things that don't need all of that video content. Like, for example, I've done 1-minute board game reviews so you guys can see what games are like. I don't need to talk about a board game for 20 minutes. There's plenty of people who do that already. A 1-minute snippet of why I like it, what's cool about it, and if you guys should buy it is kind of what I'm going for there, so I can showcase more board games. Because obviously, there's only so much time in a day. I can't make 20-minute videos on everything I like because I like too many things. So this is a way to get more content to you guys and give you my opinion on more things. So That's been really good. That's something I'm definitely working on. More TikTok videos, 1-minute board game videos. Sometimes you'll see VR gameplay on there that came up out of nowhere. I'm doing some 90s collectibles on there as well, as you guys have seen, if you guys are paying attention. So just to highlight some of my favorite collectibles from the 90s, because again, I'm not going to make a 20-minute video on a Slinky from the 90s that I have, or a Duncan yo-yo that I have, but it makes sense to do a short or a TikTok video and stuff like that. So make sure to help me out, guys. Go ahead and follow me on TikTok and stuff like that if you can, and also pay attention to those YouTube shorts. One of the other things that I'm pondering is something a little bit more complicated, and it's something that I've been thinking about, and that is to become a Disney travel agent. And the reason for that is because of a couple of things. First of all, I'm a huge Disney fan. I don't know if you guys have seen some of the videos that I've posted on here. I've done some vlogs of when I went to Disney and stuff, but I'm a huge Disney fan, especially the one in Florida, which is the one I've been to multiple times, and I've been on Disney Cruise Line and a bunch of other cruises and stuff. And I'm kind of debating now if I should become a Disney travel agent person, because I know a lot about Disney. I always have. I know a lot about their cruises. I'm always keeping up to date with that information. Always going to Disney, at least once every couple of years. Hopefully more often nowadays. And cruising, I go to cruises every year. All that kind of stuff. And I kind of want to give you guys another avenue of even supporting me. That would be the second reason, is not only because I can bring you guys value for free, but I can also, have you guys support me without, having to pay me anything or stuff like that. For all you guys who are just going on a Disney trip and you want a Disney travel agent person that could just kind of help things out, by helping you guys out. Don't forget, Disney travel agents, you don't pay anything extra. If you go through me to book your Disney vacation, you're going to get the wealth of information I have, me helping you out every step of the way, all that kind of stuff. But you're not paying anything extra. If you went to Disney.com, you would pay the same price you paid me. So it gives you an avenue to get everything set up for Disney, get all my wealth of information, but also, on top of that, be able to support me in another way on this channel for free, and just help me grow the channel and grow this and give you guys even more content that you guys want for different games and everything out there. So it kind of just works out in both ways. So it's something I'm heavily thinking about and doing in early 2023. Let me know in the comments down below if that's a good idea, if you guys think I should become a Disney travel agent, if you guys would be interested in support me and kind of get involved with that and what you guys think. And the last thing we're going to be talking about is the fact that I am, and this is a big maybe because they are really expensive, and what I'm talking about is a virtual pinball machine. Now, you guys know I have this Game Room Solutions virtual pinball machine here at home, and it's been awesome. It's a 4K screen, all that kind of stuff, but it does leave a little bit to be desired because it's only a mid-size one. It's very small. Obviously, it needed to fit in this area, so I didn't have a lot of room. So I always wanted a giant pinball machine that, was 42 inches or 50-inch play field and stuff like that, and everything. Had all the toys inside, because I have a lot of toys in here, but there's not everything in here. I have a shaker and a solenoids, but I would go even more crazy if I got a real big size one. So I love virtual pinball, and I'm thinking about possibly getting a giant virtual pinball machine, or maybe even getting a real pinball machine as like a huge thing. But again, that's really expensive, and I have, obviously, as you can tell by this list, a million other things I want to do this. So this is definitely the last one on the totem pole compared to everything else on this list, because I do have a fully working virtual pinball machine in 4K already, even if it's only a 27-inch screen right now on the playfield. But it is something I'm considering, and I don't know if it's going to happen this year or not, but it is something that I want to do. And I also have to find the room for it, because that's the reason why I have this one, is I would have to find the room for getting this gigantic 4K, pinball machine, because I want it to be fully full size. So something I'm pondering, something I don't know, but I thought I'd let you guys know where my head is with that. And guys, I think that's it for the time being. That is everything I want to talk about and thinking about doing in 2023. Let me know all the comments down below of what you guys think of everything that I said. If they're good ideas, if they're bad ideas, maybe there's something you think I'm missing in my collection that you think I should add that's more important. All that kind of stuff. Or if you guys are interested in some of the things that I'm selling and you live in the area, definitely let me know. But yeah. It's going to be a great year in 2023, growing the channel, having more videos for you guys, expanding my reach and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited for what 2023 can actually bring, and I'm excited for you guys to see it all. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, and if you guys have any questions, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.